Cheers.
Cheers. Here is
Welcome.
to music and DJs.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
Jesse and I have a little gift for you.
Oh, you do?
Let her wet her whistle.
Oh no, don't say that. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Last night a DJ saved my life.
The infamous track. From,
Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Do a lot of people sing that to you?
No,
No?
no.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Mostly house, deep, and I've now started getting into soulful house and
nice.
also
That's
tech house as
interesting.
well. Yeah.
Soulful House.
Yeah.
Do you have any like on your phone or can?
No, I don't put music on my phone.
Okay.
No. If you go into my Mixcloud, you see the Groove Station podcast. There is an episode that's all soulful house, so you can check that out there.
So you have your own podcast show.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you tell me? I know nothing about you. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, well, I used to do a radio show called The Wednesday Night Shakedown for 5 years. I stopped doing that last year because I used to do it every week, and it was just too much for me because I was starting to do more production stuff. So I created the podcast so that I could do it, I could post it whenever, right?
Okay.
And I had a little bit more freedom to do it with it too. So at first with the radio station, I started off with mostly house and EDM, and then I phased out EDM and started doing more house and more deep house.
And what was that acronym?
EDM.
What is that?
Electronic dance music. If you listen to Martin Garrix or David Guetta or any of the popular artists from Europe, that's kind of what EDM is, but that's how they labeled it. But it's actually more progressive.
So just a little bit of something about Jesse and I. So we were locked in a basement for many years, and we don't know anything about modern day life.
I was exposed to all kinds of music from my parents. We used to listen to Janis Joplin, Pink Floyd,
Nice.
Thelonious Monk,
Oh, wow.
Teddy Pendergrass, Bob Marley, Third World, Marvin Gaye, and then going to the 80s like Gowan and
Yes.
Quiet Riot and all the 80s music, the rock and roll, the glam stuff. And then the 90s was my hip hop phase, and that was hip hop and R&B. And for me, the 90s was that was my era.
Like that
period.
was your- yeah.
That was my era because it was hip hop and R&B for me.
I kind of got
Wow.
a feeling that you might be into the 90s because usually before we sit with someone, I kind of do a little bit of scoping. And I noticed you had some postings on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, so I'm like, he definitely is a 90s child.
Well, 90s adult. I'm more of a 70s child, actually.
You're more of a 70s child. Yes. Okay.
I get a lot of people telling me I look younger.
You do.
Which is great.
You
so
do. Yeah.
I don't feel for
What's
it.
under the hat?
Bald head, basically.
Can I see? You've
It's
got
a very
great bald head.
Yeah,
I like bald heads.
I've already seen your bald head online.
Oh, there you go.
I noticed you were on live video, and you just happened to be talking about sugar mamas, and I made a mental note of it. I told Jesse.
I'm with you on that. I think a sugar mama is just the way to go.
A friend of mine, because I also work during the day and I work long hours. But realistically, I really just want to do music full time. But it's not easy though.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, and a friend of mine just mentioned, well, you should get a sugar mama. I'm like, okay, well, I'm accepting
Right.
applications.
She's
So,
right.
So sugar mama, what is your picture of a sugar mama? We're not interviewing you for this. See, this podcast, we really just ask whatever we want.
yeah,
You're not a marijuana smoker. You don't like the smell of marijuana.
no.
Sorry if we have an air about us.
Actually, I don't even smell it, so I'm fine.
So instead of smoking herbs, we're drinking herbs, but they're not medicinal. They are medicinal,
We did
but they're
smoke
not
prior,
cannabis.
you know.
So back to sugar mamas. It's weird. I've never really thought I wanted a sugar papa. That's a totally
Sugar
different
daddy?
thing. Sugar. Oh yeah, I guess sugar daddy. Even a sugar
I
papa.
like sugar papa.
A sugar daddy feels
Sugar
different than a
papa.
sugar mama. Even for myself, I'd rather have a sugar mama than a sugar daddy.
A sugar papito.
Oh, see, that's sexier.
Papi, sugar papi.
Born in Montreal, my mom's Quebecois, my dad's from Antigua in the West Indies.
So you speak French?
Not as...
Okay.
No.
It's broken.
That's
It's
all right.
not fluent. It's
We'll take broken French.
yeah.
Do we seem stoned to you at all?
No.
Okay.
No, that's great. This is
This
actually
is
really
great
good
because
to
we're
know.
not sure sometimes like how it might come across. Don't they say whatever you do that you lose track of quote unquote time or like you get lost into it? That is like your passion.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So where do you go when you're in the house music? Like where do you
Yeah.
mentally, spiritually, physically, where do you go?
I don't know if it's a zone or if it's a place or whatever. I'm just really focused on it.
How do you get into it? Do you like, how do you psych yourself up? Is there a ritual that you have? Like in order to prepare? Do you have a drink?
No, I don't really have a ritual. I just have the mindset that I'm going to have a good night tonight. That's the mindset that I come in. I'm nervous as hell, by the way, just to let you know.
Right
now? Every gig that I do, I'm always nervous. But I always have the mindset I'm going to have a good night.
You almost sound American.
You do. Has anyone told you that?
No.
You're having lots of firsts with us.
So the DJing thing, you're using your fingers, you're pushing some buttons, all this stuff is happening, right? Because you must work out. It's not just this that is like,
You look well equipped on the top.
Yeah.
So is that a part of the physical, like...
No, I used to work out, but my job is very physical.
Are you afraid people are going to want to fight you because you look like you could?
No.
Okay. House music and ecstasy. Do they go hand in hand?
When I was living in Ottawa, I think I was living in Ottawa in the 90s, they used to have these all ages raves.
Yes.
And there were kids taking ecstasy, and there were a lot of kids dying from that.
Oh, yeah?
And I was told, they took it the wrong way. I'm like, there is no wrong way or right way. You kind of don't take it because it speeds up your entire body to the point where you may have a heart attack.
Really?
And they probably do mix it in with other drugs and drinking or whatever.
How are you with drunk people? That's a whole other crowd.
Oh boy. Okay. I've seen, sex in the washroom. I've seen people vomit on themselves.
Yeah.
I've
Both
seen
at the same time, probably.
No.
Oh, God.
I've seen people having sex on the dance floor or trying to hump themselves on the dance floor.
That's a given.
I've seen little
Did you
guys.
say hump themselves?
Okay,
Yeah.
how?
As in masturbate?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'd be dancing, the guy come up to me and says, "Watch me." So he'd go up to some girl and try to hump her from behind and whatever, and then the girls would either slap him, push him away, and the bouncers would just throw him out.
But I feel like the backup, like the grinding from behind is a typical move on the dance floor.
It is.
So how do you feel about this so far?
It's good. I'm liking it. It's a different interview.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is it spicy? I'm interested in the curry, but I can't do spice.
No, the curry, as far as spice goes, is just enough spice to keep things interesting.
To keep things interesting. I like that. That sounds good. Thank you.
Oh my God, everything he says is like,
I'll take it.
pretty much. Music is, someone said music is my drug.
Well, here's the thing. Music is life.
Music is life.
Music is
Do
life.
you want that to be your quote? We don't say no to drugs, we say yes to drugs. Look at the love fest of this place. I feel like the more you come here, the more you can just hug random people that walk in.
Here's the funny thing about Toronto. I was conceived here, but born in Montreal.
That's an interesting thing to know.
My life in Ottawa for 17 years was good, but I felt so restricted because there wasn't a lot to do. In fact, back then when I was listening to hip hop and R&B, you were an outcast. You were either listening to rock and roll or you were listening to country music. I despise country music. I friggin' despise it.
Country music.
Yes.
You look like you'd be a great square dancer.
Never gonna happen.
No. Do you like zombies?
No.
No. What?
You don't like dead people? Just know when the zombies come around, I'm just going to succumb and let them have their way with me. And I'm not going to try to outrun them. I'm going to be like, Jessi, I'm one of them now. What would you do? You'd have to kill me. You would just have me as your zombie friend, your zombie sidekick.
If that were the case, I'd have to somehow bind your jaw and your hand so you can't attack me.
How will I speak? You know, why don't we ever come here and try to be the Partridge Family? I want to play an instrument.
She needs to just stand up. I keep, trying to push her in that direction.
So much different than when you're standing. But yeah, I thank you. I
Well,
appreciate
you can do it
She
sitting
doesn't
down.
know
We'll
that
get you a nice comfy chair on the
the first
stage.
time I do it, I'm going to pull her on into the joke. I'm going to do it. See this lady up here? See this lady up here? She is great at giving oral sex. How do you like it now?
Find there's society wants you to be something that they want. I can't be you. I can't be you. I can't be these people. I gotta be me.
Right,
I have to be Jackman Jones. It's the way it is, right? So I tell the society who wants me to be something else, move the fuck on.
That's a good
your
quote.
quote. That's your quote. That's good. That's good. It's good to be equipped with a quote.